There's lots of exponent rules in 7th and 8th grade math, 9th grade math, Algebra 1. But the key component in any exponent rule is that you simplify your answer. And to know that you've simplified your answer really only requires two things. Make sure your final step, your final answer, has no negative exponents and doesn't have any zero exponents. And it's worth mentioning, none of the bases can be the same. In this first example, the 5 and the 5 are considered bases, and the 3 and the 10 are considered your exponents. So if you found yourself at the end of a problem with more than one 5, for example, then you're not done yet. You need to use more exponent rules. Now, with that said, here are the exponent rules in action. Without giving you a bunch of theory, the first exponent rule is if you're multiplying and the bases are the same, you can simply add your exponents. 3 plus 10, 5 to the 13th power. That's it. You're done. Very, very simple. Let's go over to the right-hand side here. Okay, here it is again. When you're multiplying and the bases are the same, you can add your exponents. So 10 plus negative 12 is negative 2. Now, we're not done with that one yet. I'm not ready to circle that because you'll notice that broke one of the starter rules. You're not supposed to have negatives in your answer. So we're going to come back to that in just a moment. Let's come down here to the bottom right. If you see division, and the bases are the same, whether it's written with a fraction bar or a line with the two dots and the bases are the same, the rule is that you could subtract 10 minus 3, top minus bottom, or first minus second, same thing. And you get 4 to the 7th, and you're done. Okay, very, very simple there. The one below that, we're going to use that rule we just talked about. We're dividing. My bases are the same. So 3 to the 4 minus 4 becomes 0. Notice I'm not ready to circle that either because it's breaking this rule. Okay, 0 exponents. Before I go back to those, I'm going to show the last basic exponent rule. In this case, you'll know it when you see it because you only have one base and you have two exponents, one kind of stacked by the other. In this case, you leave the base the same and you multiply those two stacked exponents. In this example, you get 4 to the 6th power and you're done. Now, the thing in common about the ones that are done is that they have no zero or negative exponents. Well, what if you do have a zero exponent? Well, this is easy because the answer is just 1. As long as you have something to a 0 power, not including 0, but as long as you have something to the 0 power, the answer is 1. And if you have something negative, you're going to employ this rule, right? 6 to the negative 2nd, for example. You're going to create a fraction. You're going to take this 6 to the negative 2nd and you're going to move it to the bottom of the fraction. And by doing that, you're going to remove the negative sign. So it shows up down there. Notice no negative sign. And then on the top, you put a 1. And you're done. Very, very simple. Now, these rules can be combined into a variety of different really challenging situations. And they're fun to work with. But these are the 5 basic exponents.